That was a pretty solid play. Ooh, the Q. Oh, that was kind of neat. That was cool. So it looks like pretty much the fight resets now from this point. That's all that happened. Goes for the aggressive shift R again. Tries to land the L. He's going for a little bit of a mind game here, and it worked. He ended up managing to hit Error Codex pretty hard. Now Error Codex is in a very bad position, and he ends up getting guard slip with the JL and losing. Oh yeah, we'll just restart. Nope. Let me re-invite him and start up the music again. Just never disappeared. Where is he at? Invite to game. Alright, let's go back. Want some music. For whatever reason, this video always lags out. I don't know why. Alright, so we're back to this. So airbends that. What does message? Oh, these are some really interesting picks coming out from the players. Alright, I like that. I'm interested to see how this will go. This is not a matchup you see very often. Let me just make sure this is right, because this is a little odd. I'm kind of curious. Alright, it looks like... So, we are going to have Swan versus Renoa. For this match, so I'm very interested in this. Very cool picks from both these players. So Juan versus Renoa. This is gonna be cool. I'm excited for this match. They seem to be kind of evenly matched last fight. Oh yeah, I can't. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. I'm gonna see if we can see this fight. Can't really tell what's going on right at the moment. It doesn't look like... Okay, no, they're fighting right off the bat. I was gonna say they were gonna go towards each other. So Error Codex got the good alt R. Excuse me, it feels like I have something in my throat here. But let me try to... Okay, that's actually really, really annoying. I might need to go get another drink of water. Trying to regain my surroundings here, figure out what's going on, but can't actually see. Well, apparently Renoa got destroyed a little bit. Alright. Let me move over here so I don't interrupt this fight. Move around a little bit. Alright, so it looks like what Error Codex is doing is trying to zone him away from the platform, and I actually really like that. I think that's a really cool idea. So now he's just kind of going around. He got a really good Alt-R off on there. AK went for kind of the risky snipe. It didn't work, and now he got punished a little bit. He got mind gamed some. I really like the judgments from Swan here. He's doing a really good job of getting them. That was a pretty sweet guard by Error Codex, and another really good judgment. This is a super bad position for Renoa, and she ended up missing the L, getting punished for it. Swan takes the second match, Error Codex does. Oh, I just realized I need to update something. Give me 1 second. I had to update this. Okay. Ah! I can't press shift. Okay. Sorry. Holy crap, it's really broken. Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. Ah! Alright. Don't follow them again. Apologies for the alt tabs, but now back into the fight, spectating them again. Good shift on the snipe. The snipe wouldn't have landed, but I like the shift anyway, so I really like what he's doing. Ooh, that was a really cool health swap by AeroCodeX. So now they're just kind of having a standoff. Oh, that was such a great prediction. That was awesome. He actually managed to land that. But now that Renoa's is in kind of a bad spot because she's right next to the Swan. She's trying to get him in between when the Alt-R would go off, and it didn't end up working, and he actually hit her anyway. That was a really good LR. She could win this fight. Ooh, a Q as the health swap goes off, but Swan responds with an F and cleanses it, and it's not a big problem. That was super close. I was a little bit scared for the Renoa there. So this looks really... Oh, she dodged the JR. It's very, very close right now. Oh, and just barely on the very, very edge of that hitbox, he managed to get her. That was a very close fight. That could have easily gone in favor of AK there. Alright. Having him go again. So it looks like this time AK gets on top of the platform, but decides to leave. That's like, I respect that. I think that's okay. He taunted at the top. But, so right now we have kind of like the old gambit of Swan trying to chase down the Renoa and the Renoa trying to respond. I don't like the way that, I know it's probably not my place to be criticizing the players, you know, but I feel like as a commentator I should be pointing out mistakes. I don't like the way that, in general, that AK is playing the Renoa. I feel like he could be doing a lot better job if he was trying to kite instead. And he's just kind of ending up getting out mind-gamed because Renoa has very few melee options, whereas Swan has all kinds of crazy stuff that he can do. And in that situation, you're naturally at a disadvantage as Renoa. So you should be trying to play from where you have an advantage, which is from range. Well, I kind of missed out commentating on what was actually happening there in that last match, but I just wanted to point that out. Anyways, let me grab the bands again. Message, AeroCodeX. Alright, I can't actually type things. Alright, there we go. Alright, I really need to grab a glass of water. I'm like super thirsty, so I will be like literally right back so we can start this match off. So just like really super Alright, I am back. Got my glass of water. See what we all set up here. So we are at 1-to-1. Change that really quick. Here, Codex 1. Alright. Oh, that is not what I saw as the fix. Okay. So... Alright. This is going to be Dick versus G-Rinny. My personal opinion is heavily weighted in Dick's favor. I think G-Rinny in general is just not all that great as a character. But, I mean, if AK plays it right, there's a very good chance he can win this. Like, G-Rinny is a very skill-dependent character, in a sense that if you're better than your opponent, you're probably gonna, like, smash them, because Rinny has so many crazy combos and cool guard slips that she can do and stuff like that. There's a lot of potential for outplay. The problem is that she's just really, really unsafe. This is my opinion, anyways. So, oh, I forgot to start the countdown. I'm an idiot. I was sitting here talking about the matchup, and the match hadn't even started. Whoops. Anyways, getting into this, luckily they're fighting where I can kind of sort of see them. So you went for the Shift R again, and Dick managed to punish it. He actually messed up a little bit, but he got a really good mind game right there that he wasn't expecting. I don't like the decision to LL Alt R, but it didn't end up being anything bad, so it's okay. So we're seeing the G-Rinny trying to poke down the Dick here in this situation, which is not what should be happening. She just mind gamed Error Codex really hard again, and then ended up winning with a really solid JR. So I feel like that was super well played from AK, and I feel like Error Codex made a lot of mistakes in the way he was playing. Get this, 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so let's see. He's poking him down at the start, which is what I like to see. I feel like Dick could have responded a lot better. Ooh, that was a very large mistake by Error Codex right there. He might end up getting juggled to death. But AK messes up the juggle a little bit. It's okay. He puts down a ward, and then G-Rinny responds with the F, which I really like. I don't like that she did not push the advantage, though. I really liked that mind game. That was pretty cool. But, let's see what ends up happening. I was gonna say I don't like that she pushed the advantage while the Dick was frozen, because she could have mind-gamed him, like, infinitely with the guard slips. But, it's not, like, the worst thing in the world. I think killing the ward is a really good decision. She went for a lot of mind games there. None of them really worked. He kind of missed every single one of his hit. And now Gasper is trying to abuse the fact that his Shift L is really strong in the sense that it's very mobile and very safe to use. So that's kind of what we're seeing, is the Dick is playing this, like, super slowly with the Shift L. Oh, that was, like, really scary there for a moment. Give me 1 second, sorry. Anyways, back to the commentating. So, right now what's happening is the G-Rinny is very, very low on health, so the Dick is trying to sway the fight in his favor by keeping her at a distance and then poking her. I don't want to miss the end of the fight. Oh, but that was really good. I don't know what ended up happening, but AK got a really good mind game off. Oh, that fight might just end here. This is really close. This is super tense. Oh, but Dick placed down a ward. This could be like the game changer. Especially if G-Rinny tries to kill the ward. I think you have to kill the Dick. You can't kill the ward. Oh no. Oh, that was so close. That was like half an inch away. Oh my god, and I think he won. Wow. Nice. That was super close. He has no health. Wow. That was a really good LR on his part. Alright, that was awesome. I want to see another fight like that. That was super close.